Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to my Coco Chanel. Today I have a super different dope video, I think. So I want to invite someone. So let me just quickly do another intro for that. Today.
Oh, we have a mic.
Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
And today on my channel, I'd like to invite Miss Charlize Davis.
Hey.
Goes wild. And I thank you. So the reason why we thought this was a good idea and also really interesting was because Charlize went through a very different journey, hair-wise and life-wise. But we're going to be talking about hair today. And then I'll be doing the same. Also, if you do want to see more of the two of us together, comment down below because we need to know. I don't think you're all ready for the content. So, and I thank you. Charlize, do you actually want to go first?
Yes, I will. So, yeah, we're going to discuss our hair journey. So, you said we're going to start at primary school, eh?
If you, like, wherever you think, like, that where you started becoming aware of the fact that, like,
what the heck is going on?
Yes.
Okay, so since I can remember, my mother has always relaxed my hair, or my hair has always been relaxed. It's always been Brazilian. I've never seen my hair in this state until I was like maybe 2 years ago, which is so crazy. Imagine living for like 26 years and 25 years of your life.
At 24, you saw your natural hair.
You know, so I remember in primary school, it was probably just relaxing, sleek back. Hair was blown out. Up until high school, I just remembered the other day that I used to go for these treatments. On a Saturday, every like 2 to 3 months, I would go to Athlone. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, we're driving. We get to the salon at probably 7. So my hair is being washed. Then it's treatment that's on. Then it's washed again. Then it's rolled in. Then I'm 3 hours under the dryer. And you know the dryer is like and you fall asleep there for like 3 hours. Dryer's off, I'm in the seat, they're blowing out my hair, then it's a GHD. And I leave the hairdresser at 3 or 4 the afternoon. Just to get my sleek Penelope Cruz on.
You know we talk about ridiculous church services that start at 9 and end at 5. But I mean that is a ridiculous hair treatment.
Fully. That's what we used to do.
So that was in high school when we had met, no? Because I remember your hair being, guys, if I can tell you, Charlize's hair in high school was perfect. On a bad day, on a good day. Was it Brazilian or relaxer that you were doing?
That time it was relaxer. I only did Brazilian probably like when I got to college. Because Brazilian only came out a bit later.
Yeah, but I mean, what were you at the time more proud of?
It was just relaxer at the time.
Yeah, because me, I relaxed my hair a lot. From the age of 13, I could say, to 16. At 16, I went natural. But I was scared of Brazilian because I was like, what if because I know that, do they do the straightener with Brazilian, right? Yes. Because I know with relaxer, they apply it and then you can already see what the curl.
Yes, it's going
Things
away.
are changing. you are transforming.
You feel that tingle on your scalp.
So with the Brazilian, do they put the chemicals on and then straighten your hair with it on? So then how is your hair wet? How does it look?
So with Brazilian, they wash your hair with like to get all the whatever's out. Now your hair is squeaky clean. Then it is a blowout and then they put the actual treatment onto your hair and they GHD like
into it
a section 16 times. That was also another thing. I had a lady come to my house at 7 and leave at 5 the afternoon.
So she does you, your mom, or just you?
It was just me. In that freaking 7 to 5. So so they blow your hair out, they put the treatment on, they GHD like 16 times over a strand, another strand 16 times. Then I have to go and wash my hair again and then my hair gets blown out and that's now.
And how much, can we just talk, how much was that treatment?
It was probably a good K.
And that was every second month?
Yeah, so like every 3 months.
So let's just put it out there. If you want to be that girl, you need to have the guap.
You have to.
Today's world, many products are becoming the equivalent of a chemical treatment. Because if you think of everything you need to buy to be curly and natural, it comes up to 1K.
It does.
Because I mean, I used to, just going back on my journey quickly, when I started my dreadlocks, I paid 800 Rand to get it done the first time. That's fine, that's my first time I get it. I got my extensions added for another 800. But the difference is, you have this done and it's for the year, for your lifetime. You're never going to change it. If you want to change it, you go and change it. And that's why I felt like it was more beneficial for me to go from a fro to this, because financially, I am an artist. I was like, I can't maintain what my mother, let's be real, what my mother had put in my hair when I was 14, 15, 13, 12. Because that was a traditional thing on a Saturday. You wake up past 5. You at that salon by 7. Your appointment is written down. Like, God's order, it's written down. That lady's ready for you.
What?
They put their Vaseline. They put that Vaseline.
Your face doesn't burn.
Please, you don't get scalp
behind
burn.
your ears, everything.
And you just feel here after 15 minutes, it starts to
tingle.
And you're like, is that the cruise leaving the building? Or is that the chemical entering my brain? Because it was like, after, I think, did you also go through that where you sit in the salon and you're like, what is actually happening on my head? If you are out there and you do know you're a salonist, you're really good, please explain, because we're not saying it's bad if people do that. All means if you go straighten and if you into that type of thing. We're just more into being natural because we've discovered that we never asked to not be natural. It just happened.
It just happened. So my mom was just like, your hair is thick. She just couldn't, handle the thickness.
At the picture, it's not even thick. It's more not, like fluffy.
Yes, it's so nice. So no shade to my mom. Like, she was just doing what was easy for her. So that's cool. And then I think after, so 2 years ago, I think I had my last Brazilian because I was swimming and I'm getting out of the pool and I'm just like, what must I do now? I'm not that get out, and it's just because it's in between that natural
but the curl is coming through,
And then I went to my mom and I was just like, I think I'm gonna cut all my hair off. And she was like, no, we'll Brazilian it one more time. And I was just like, I don't think I want to. Like, I just want to cut it off. So I didn't cut it off immediately. I went through like a phase. My hair was long, and then I went to the bob, which I love the bob.
We need to add these photos in your
Yes, I will. So I went to the bob, and then you swimming again, and now you have to blow it, and it's just straight and it's curlier, and I was just like, nah. And then I asked my sister to just cut the straight bits off, so I had a puff. And then I was like, the puff's still not working. Next day, I was just like, I went to my uncle, take all my hair off. I came back bald. I didn't tell anybody. Came home bald, and people were just like, what did you do to your hair?
I remember.
Where did it go?
She didn't even tell friends and close guys. She told no one.
I told nobody, and I was just like,
I'm going to be putting a photo in because there's an Instagram photo where it's like a debut album. She took this photo in this pool that made it look like she was aligned to all the best prosperity, laying in that water with no hair. Like, it's like let the liberation fall upon me, because that's what the photo looked like. And I thought it was fake. I was like, this is not you with no hair. And then it was my birthday, and then you came to Kirstenbosch. But I had seen you before Kirstenbosch, and I was like, I don't think it's even a brave decision. I think it's a necessary thing. I know everyone has their own. Let's be also real. 2020 was the trend year. Please shave your head. Before we get, what was that about? That's another discussion. But I do think, like, early on I was telling later on, I was like, I'm so fed up of my dreadlocks. Like, I want them to be done all the time. I don't want this extra growth. I just want it to be neat. And then he was like, I'll support you if you're going for a big job. Because if you can make this decision and say you're annoyed by it, you could just one day wake up and be like, I want it off. He says, egghead, no egghead, babe, I got you back. And then I thought, wait, what is the shape of my head? Let's just...
But that's everyone's thing, though.
What
like,
is the shape?
Everyone's like, wow, you cut your hair, you're so brave. I couldn't because my head is like triangle shaped.
But I think it's more beautiful on certain women. Like, they just... For me, it's meant to be on certain girls' hair to have a shorter cut.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, also... When you get to our age, stop holding on to long hair. just stop. Like, there really comes a time where you must say, do I want something different? Let me approach something different. Because when you're going to get older, you're going to get settled, or you might not want to change things so much about your style. Do the brave things while you can. Get the ink while you can, piercings while you can. Because trust me, when you're going to get to that stage where you don't want it anymore, you're going to be like, what if I...
Yeah. And also, the thing for me was, regardless of how I was going to look, I just wanted to be myself. I just wanted my own hair to come out of my scalp now. And I wanted to... My goal was to swim in the beach and come out and be okay. Not now I must try to get it into a ponytail, and now my ponytail breaks because it's not meant to be in a ponytail. It's so thick. It's supposed to be out here. So growth and health over looking good. Like, all the time.
I even say that. I'm like, are you comfortable in your outfit? No. Why are you putting on all of that? It's the same, because I feel like your identity, I think for us as girls, did come from a little bit of our hair. And we relied on our hair for like, not acceptance, but more like, this is my look. Because let's be real, people who don't have these issues with their hair, who don't have these journeys with their hair, she's saying before that, yes, and then I reached high school and it was like, I became more aware of my curly hair. Let me put it like this. My hair was celebrated when I was a kid, you know, because you have those bush in your... And everyone's like, oh, you're cutie. You get to 13, you get to 14, whatever. Also, I did figure skating for a very long time in my life. So it was like, there I had already felt like this sport is for girls who can put gel on, make a ballet bun and not have this starting to happen. And it was like, you don't mean to feel out, but you do feel out because your photos don't look the same. They're putting triple the amount of gel on your hair than what they're putting on the girl you're competing against. And let's be real, when we compete against each other, we're in the same dressing room. So there you already feel intimidated. And it kind of played a big part in how I skated, in kind of my confidence. Because I did figure skating because I was good at it, but I was never confident at it. And then when I had left the sport, this one lady was like, if only you stepped out of being that person. I was like, but I wasn't. And that's why I think I took high school like my gap of like, I will be confident in this building. Because I could never be there. And what I started doing was, you can ask Charlize, guys, a grade 8, I cut the bob. First of all, like I arrived at the Setters High School with cornrows. First day of school I came with cornrows, because that was my thing. I always did the cornrow it, wash it, cornrow it. That was what I told my mom, don't put relax on anymore, plait it and then let it be. And if you grew up like we did, they used to wash your hair, plait it wet, and then blow it afterwards. Then tomorrow, did you ever experience like when your mommy plaits your hair wet and then she puts a blow dryer over that?
No,
that was also a solution. It was like we're lazy, but we're putting the oils in and it's gonna have to, but then your hair is like kink. Obviously it's never perfectly straight, but it was a time saver, right? So I went to school with that, guys. I never felt more insecure with cornrows in my first day at TCHS. TSHS. I mean, I stepped in there, I was like, Sasha Adams, what is this? She has a whole fringe that looks like Abu Dhabi. Did you see her fringe? I was like, and playing they were like, I was like, not even being jealous about them, but just it hit me. Like, wait, we are not gonna be the same our whole journey through. Cool, fine, I'm not saying no one's judging each other. I'm judging myself. Also something I noticed. Get to grade 9, I'm like, no, I'm gonna relax my hair. Because I thought of going natural grade 8, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna relax my hair because what? I'm going to a school where we have flip fringes, we have bangs on the side. Remember that thing that was there and they had this going down?
But that's the thing about high school, like okay, for me it was different. I didn't care. Like I was
Charlize, like, they always look nice, so she didn't have to care.
I was just like, I wake up in the morning, I'm tying this up and I'm going to school. But I was just not that person who cared about like what other people looked like. I was just comfortable in my skin. So I was like, cool, like if your hair is super sleek and shiny and mine looks like this, whatever. There was a day when we did Fuzz It. I feel like Fuzz It did us dirty.
No, Fuzz It did us bad. That swimming thing.
That's exactly what I was... Fuzz It did us. So it was Valentine's Day. And my hair was beautiful for Valentine's Day. Then we swam and I had a cap on, but water seeped in.
First of all, that cap is pointless. And I'm going to say it on this video. A swimming cap to me is only for people who swim in the Olympics. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
That's it.
Because it's going to be rubber. Then when you take that rubber off, your hair is laying in that cap.
Yeah. And then I get to the bathroom, I take the cap off, and I am waving now. And I'm just like, I didn't bring conditioner because I
That happened to me as well. I went to school with dry hair. My hair was we never did wet hair looks at school and stuff. And we had this swimming thing, and I felt the exact same way because we know swimming caps don't protect your hair from getting wet. It's just there on your head to make you more aerodynamic
in the pool. Yeah,
actually, so to make you aerodynamic and protect the water in the pool.
Yes.
My thing is, I get to that bathroom the same like you, and I'm standing there and I'm like, this is why we don't swim.
Please.
This is why our parents take us to the butts. Or to the beach when we say they must take us.
Yes.
Or when your mom says, your hair is dirty now, we can go.
Yeah. I'll wash it later on.
Because I think you also, did you have that thing where you're at a pool party, you're invited, your hair is to die for, and you're gonna get in the pool with this. Because I know body.
You're binding it up like.
And I'm not gonna swim, I'm here to.
I'm just floating.
And then I don't let my hair in the water. And I'm that person where throw me wet, do that splash thing, I will beat you.
Yeah.
Because I used to hate that, like she can throw her and we throw each other wet, but now my hair is so dry. And then that one drop, it takes one drop to take 150 rands worth of salon work.
You're out.
One drop out.
And I'm a deep diver when it comes to swimming.
I know.
I want to enjoy myself. And the fact that I couldn't, I was just like, oh, now I'm just going to sit. My mommy must pull the root out of my hair again. So when I went bald, I was just like, thank you, Lord. I'm about to swim with the fish now. I'm about to get treasure in the ocean because I don't have to worry about anything tomorrow.
And you know what it also taught me? Like you going bald when you were in that stage, I was like, but that's so beautiful because if it's like they say you can start over any day you want. That's technically what you did. You started over with all the not programmed, but all the ways that we need to be like, oh, our hair is not like this, so we need to make it more like this. And you were like, why? Let's stop that whole thing there, shave this off, have it grow as it is, and then have it be like this beaming flower that you have today. Because my thing is, if you had to take a different route, you wouldn't have had an afro today. You would have had half Brazilian still growing out. I must trim it until all of it's trimmed out.
Yeah.
Because you would have to be like, here's roots and then here's still Brazilian. Jamie, I'm gonna wait till next month and I'm gonna cut that off. And then by December, guys, I'm full throw. By December, I'm full throw. If you're into that, it's fine. But it's just like, save yourself the time and shave your body. And you can donate it to cancer. It's like a win-win. Donate that shit. Shave that shit. Because even me, when I shaved the side of my head, we did that. There's one side here. It was like, I felt brave. Something in my confidence just was like, because I was like, I'm the bitch that did that shit. You know that when you're like, I know. Mankind is walking around here with insecurity and fear.
Yeah.
I just shaved the side of my head looking like a whole fool. And I'm going to carry that crown. Like and then I was like, it grows out, and eventually I cornered it, I found a solution. But in that moment when I shaved it, I didn't think, shit, how am I going to deal with this when it grows back?
Yeah.
And that's maybe where that confidence came from, because it wasn't a overthought, it was just that I'm going to do it. Because I'm still thinking of like the bottom.
Yeah.
But I'll show you guys that if I do that. Like just shaving this band and making patterns here at the bottom and thinking.
Because you get bored sometimes when you want to do something liquor.
Because dyeing my dreads pink would be beneficial for my channel, but not for my soul. You see what I mean? Like, everyone's going to watch it, but I might look like Avril Lavigne, born again. What?
But it's lovely though to be like in this space now where I'm seeing what my hair was supposed to be like this whole time. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I'm only 2 years with my own hair. I'm like, every single day I walk past somebody, I'm like, you did that.
Yeah.
Look at how big it is today. Look at how fast it's growing. And also, it's so new to me because like I'm still getting to know like what works with my hair, what products work with my hair, what doesn't work with my hair. Like all my siblings.
And you know what? It's trends. Like back in the day, our eyebrows had to be like this and thin, and we had to pluck it. Now we want bushy, thick eyebrows. 2 years from now, we don't know, but it's like there must be that self-liberation where you stop the norm of what you think you need to do and do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even I look at myself and I'm like, I like my eyebrows thick from the go.
Word.
I never, guys, I have embarrassing photos, but my eyebrows stood for me. They had my back since day one. And then my cousin had a little throwback the other day and she was like, what was going on with my eyebrows? There was a line here.
Oh my word.
And I feel like that's also what we went through. It was vogue, it was trending, it was happening, so we must all do it. There was a stage where cutting a bob was also a thing.
Yes.
Whether your hair could maintain it or not.
Sure.
And relaxers was not discussed, but it was a normal, I'm not going to say, it wasn't a shame to say that you get your hair done.
Is it?
But we can
come out there with sleek hair like it's normal.
Because I noticed that, like when you used to ask colored girls per se, who does your hair? My mommy, and we just straighten it. Now I didn't ask all of that, but people became almost confident with the fact that I can do this and I can act like it's my hair. And then when we strip all of that like you did, it's like, but that was never your hair. So you're putting your confidence, your identity on a product that tomorrow can be taken off the market. And I think from 2018 to now, people are becoming stripped. Like we're stripping ourselves of programming, being systematic, being told what to do and then just doing it. I think the world is really changing to a point of where even our hair, we're like, wait, they took it that far.
So far.
They took it that far where they made us think we need this look.
Yes.
And for me, it was also very westernized. Like all Tyler Perry's movies, these girls had these weaves that we're thinking that's there.
Exactly. But even today, people come to me and they're like, is that your real afro? And I'm like, whoa. Are we so far gone that not even natural looks natural anymore? Like, it's really, really crazy.
You know
we're still not teaching people to just be themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you.
And there's obviously a big boundary because, your child can be out of hand and they can be themselves. Is the difference. That's where discipline comes in because many people don't get that.
But yeah, that's it. Only after a while, like after I cut through, I was like, damn, I was actually holding on to this look. And I didn't feel bad about it. I loved the relaxed hair. It was beautiful.
Me too. I think it's still one of the most sleek.
The fact that we can do it is
also
amazing.
In today's world, they have a silk press. I just want to say, I'm really impressed with that.
There's so many things. There's the silk press. There is
Why was there no silk press when we were growing up? Because that means I need no chemical. I just need somebody to press.
And
to iron. I put that on an ironing board and iron that. Because that's a silk press technically. And silk press does 4C hair, making it look like 1, 2, 3 ABC. Do you see that? Like I watch these YouTube videos and I'm like, they're taking 4C hair, right? And they stretch it and they blow it out and they put that silk press, Charlize.
Wow. Is that when the hair looks like
all the relaxer that we have ever tried in one press. And I was like, who hid that away from me? When I was relaxing, because you could have saved me that broken damage because your hair falls out. Also, your hair does fall out when you relax your hair, be warned.
Yeah.
And especially for us, I think we relax regularly. Like it was like once it starts coming out, you go for it again. Once it starts coming out, you go for it again.
You have to maintain that.
Where we didn't think maybe we should let it go out completely and then do it again. Because I think that's how my hair broke.
Yeah. That's what I was so tired of. That maintenance of, I have to relax now again. 3 months later, Brazilian again. It's like 1,000.
And you know what? You actually wear a swirly because you have that type of hair. But now that you have a fro, you're like, I don't. Just think about all that effort and how much effort you're putting in today. You hit yourself. You're like, what is a swirly? What is a roller? You know what I mean? What is a silk press? It's like, I just do this and I spray.
Yeah. Now I can literally just wash and I can go. Wash and comb it out.
And was that not the dream?
That exactly. That
all I want to do is wash and go.
And now you have it, and it's the best thing ever.
Yes.
That is the best thing ever.
Just to top off, actually to end off the video, I wanted to ask you like one more question, but I'll leave that for last. I wanted to say that I didn't even know we need a disclaimer. We're sharing our journey simply because we feel like it is important and it's discussions that need to be had, not like top discussions, not political.
Yeah.
But it is because Charlize has a self-awareness. Is it a podcast? Yeah, we can call it a podcast video series.
Yes.
And she'll be running it for a while. And then we're integrating this conversation into that. Because self-awareness, I think, also starts with, like we said, we didn't know it was part of our identity until now. So please do check those things out. It's on her Instagram, Charlize David, no?
Yes.
Charlize David's Instagram. Please check. I don't know when you put videos out.
Whenever the Lord says.
The Jehovah Jireh is our provider, so we're not about to be out here. I put videos out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We are creatives. Like,
we put it out when we feel it's right and when it's organic, because organic content is the best.
Yes,
That's just our opinion. And we really hope that you can be enhanced. If you are in a space where you're transitioning your hair, go for it. If you're considering to thread, go for it. What I've learned is hair grows back. And when you think that way about hair, you liberate yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't be judged if you dyed your hair pink and it came out purple. Carry on, move on. I like
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself. Is it cutting? Don't cut. Be back.
We back.
Just don't do that to yourself. And then also, if you literally went for a big chop and a big shave, congratulations, enjoy the journey. I think it's only going to be...
It's going to be lovely.
It's going to be...
You probably will want to chop your hair again.
Okay, how does this work? No. Okay. To do it,
You'll
it's
probably
like,
want to...
you're probably going to get a second one or a third one. And I'm a person where I'm very daily, like, let's go all first. I probably will go from this to a chop or from this to a fro. I don't know, let me do it all. So I think we have content for the future, guys. You're not going to worry about it, right? But what I did want to say was, I didn't see the strand when I met you till when you shaved your hair.
That's crazy.
I didn't see it because, and your hair was blonde.
No, it was never blonde. I never colored my hair.
But it was a brown, your hair was very light brown. Why?
I didn't know.
Was that, you see, that's what I'm saying, was that not chemicals pulling out a color?
Must have been.
Because this was, guys, I can't wait to put these photos in. Charlize's hair was not this color.
Is it darker now?
Much darker.
It's crazy.
Remember you pulled up here and you had your shortcut. It was still a pixie, but it was still blurred out. It was so light brown. If I could take a photo of that. And I think that's what happens. The sun and those chemicals blend and then it creates a color. Because look at this. This is... And literally, this is the color of your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh my word. I haven't asked you to do dye your hair, but now you said no, so that question falls out. And then lastly, what we wanted to say was enjoy your hair journey. Enjoy actually your whole natural journey, whether you're eating natural, whether you stop wearing bras, which is also something we're going to talk about in a couple of episodes, not wearing bras.
I don't think I ever.
Yeah, and just everything that we've, not saying that we're going against what we've been taught, we're just saying that you have to challenge yourself a little bit, whether it's going to be a challenge or something new you want to take on. But you have to breathe different air and then get to know what fresh air is. Otherwise, you're just going to be told, I'm breathing fresh air, you know.
Get to know you.
That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
Gang. Do we still say gang?
I don't know.
We don't
Nah, we've definitely
to say that stuff.
We were just cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. Word.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you feel inspired. Please leave questions down below, because what I want to do for the next video is you guys come in with questions.